technologically advanced world, and kids are going to function in it one way or the other. And when they get out of high school and go to college, no one's looking over their shoulder, and they better be really comfortable with these kinds of tools. And then they get out of college, they better be empowered too. So as high schools, you can't not equip them to use technology and train them how to use it wisely.
So one-to-one is...
One-to-one is, I'm not sure there's any other option. You're going to be so outdated so fast if you don't go one-to-one.
I guess my elevator pitch would be, we live in a, similar to mine, we live in a world where technology is prevalent, ubiquitous in students' lives, and we want students to leverage technology for learning and productivity, and not just for gaming and recreation. Students are powerful users of technology, but they can be more powerful if we guide their use.
And the same message, it's not an option anymore, it's a necessity.
Yeah.
So it's not an option. I'd say you have to go with it. I'd say if you do go with it all at once, do it all at the same time. Once it happens, make sure that the people involved communicate what they're doing and communicate how they benefit from it. Get the kids to speak to each other, get the parents to speak to the kids, get everybody to speak to each other about the associated benefits. And it's exciting. Be excited. Create a culture of excitement associated.
I suppose I'm first. Why one-to-one? I think maybe the better question is, what are you currently doing that's working effectively? Are you enabling learning to happen anywhere and any time? I think part of a one-to-one program forces us to rethink what is the learning space and what is the learning time, and you know, that's the power of it. But for me personally, it's not about the tool. It's still about the pedagogies that support the tool. It's still about professional development. It's still about leadership, and certainly the technical support piece. So, you know, for any head who is considering that journey, I think, you know, the biggest investment you need to make is in people, not the tools, because again, cheap.
Yeah, well, speak on my experience of having the one-to-one program. It would be really coming out from a computer lab, being a computer lab teacher, and teaching skill-based learning with IT has been frustrating. Towards the last few years of my career, I was going to quit because it's just, I'm seeing the students frustrated. Why am I coming to your room learning how to use Word without a content, without, although I will try to match with the curriculum that they're doing in the school and finding out what they're doing in science and math and English, but it's not in the right timing. They may have already done that in Monday, and I'm having this computer lesson on Friday, and they're already done with their bear theme, okay? Yeah. That, why am I still teaching them about teddy bears when they're already into whales, okay? So it's not working. So I think the laptop program has given me a chance to have given all the teachers a chance to rethink about your curriculum. Why are you using technology? Why are students learning about it? So that's
I think one of the biggest selling points of one-to-one programs are the fact that it allows individual teachers, classroom teachers, to develop skills which they wouldn't otherwise develop if they had a kind of a normal environment where you had computer lab-based classes. And it also allows students to use technology in all areas of the curriculum as they would do outside of the formal school environment.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Why one-to-one? The biggest single benefit of having a laptop program for the last year and a half is that it's got people talking about teaching and learning in a way that they have never done so before. Everybody has different on-ramps. Some people will start simply by taking what they're doing and doing the same thing on laptops, but that will eventually grow into a transformational use over time, and as long as staff are properly supported, it can be something which completely transforms the way that learning works. In the meantime, you get conversations that you will never have had before about starter activities, about plenaries, about things that are nothing to do with technology, because technology focuses us on the act of planning, and planning is the most important thing that a teacher does. 36 seconds, sorry.
I think I would recommend one-to-one as an opportunity for students to get involved more seriously with their own learning. Lots of opportunities for the teachers to take up, but I would add the caveat that the school needs to be prepared with the technology. They need to have a good wireless throughout the school. They need to be thinking about the technical support that's available for the laptops. I would thoroughly recommend a one model scheme whereby the students are able to support each other more widely as well.
Brilliant.
One-to-one is all about connectivity, and it's about students being able to access classrooms, not just within their classroom but within the whole of the world. However, The most important thing, I think, is having the infrastructure in place to support it, professional development. The focus must be on learning, learning to use, not learning to use the technology, but about using the technology to actually learn, and that's a critical thing. Infrastructure, resources and support and continuous professional development and learning. Everybody is a learner, community of learners.
Okay. Brilliant.